Hello, Boozeketeers. I'm Tiki King, and it's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It means cocktails with Tiki King, as far as I know. That's what I assumed it would mean, since I was drinking, and I'm here at the bar, and it's Tuesday at 8 o'clock. That's what usually happens. And I'm Tiki King, and you're the Boozeketeers, and if it were the other way around, then I could be just sitting there drinking with you guys, and some other guy would be doing this thing. And I would hope it'd be funny, because what good would that be? Anyway, so what's going on? What are we doing tonight? Well, I have a big, exciting episode planned for you, but I scrapped that because I didn't have enough time to do that stuff. So I'm going to do something else instead. So I'm very excited, visibly, about some things, some things that transpired. One is, I kind of like tiki stuff, kind of. You probably didn't notice that. But in the tiki world, there's very few tiki liquor things. There's lots of recipes, there's lots of accoutrements, but there's only been a few like tiki, like booze things, like bottles shaped like tikis. Which there was one fairly iconic one that was a kolehau from Hawaii, which was shaped like a big coup. And there was all kinds of different stuff. You get different dispensers that were like, I have some of them somewhere in storage, but where it's like the bottle, and then the top came off, the headdress came off, and that was a cup. And then you took the bottle off, and the bottom was an ashtray. It was like this whole set. It's a kolehau gift set. And they made those in a couple different colors. You get that stuff in Hawaii. Jim Beam made a tiki-shaped decanter back in I believe it was in the 70s. I have some of those. Well, I got all this stuff. I got to go get it out of storage and bring it here to when we build we're going to build a tiki bar to be part of, it's like the Wicked Wench. We will sail, to the islands, and then there will be the tiki bar. But I digress. So one of the things that those bottles, the tiki shaped bottle, it's all gone. It's all long. It's history. I did hear about and I saw pictures of Captain Morgan's. It was like Captain Morgan's mango rum, and the bottom of the bottle is a tiki. Apparently, it's only available in the UK. So screw those guys. But start a petition. Go to change.org and demand that Captain Morgan's bring the tiki bottle to the US, and we'll see what happens. But there is right here in the beautiful world of buying booze, an option which some of you may or may not know about, and it is Pisco. And Pisco comes in this lovely Moai shaped bottle. Look at that. Ooh, and it's got a little Birdman on the back there, and it's got his top knot hat, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Look at it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's pretty groovy. But anyway, so sorry about that. So Pisco is a you can get that at most liquor establishments. Big liquor stores generally will have it, and it's cool for a couple of reasons. One is the bottle, obviously. It's just groovy. Yeah, that's where some people stop, because they go, Pisco, what do you do with that? You make a Pisco Sour. What else? I don't know. So back in one of the other episodes when we did the Lucky Tucks, before we did the Lucky Tucks, we were drinking Pisco Sours, and it's a fine drink. The Pisco Sour is, I believe it's like the national drink of Chile or something. But so Pisco Sour is your basic sour cocktail, where you have the booze, and you have citrus, and you have sugar. Shake it up with some ice, and it has an egg white in it to make it nice and frothy. But that's the same template for an original whiskey sour. Strong, sweet, sour, and then an emulsifier. So one of the things is that people that like me buy this stuff because it's cool. But we don't. But then it's like, but then where do you go from there? Like I said, you can drink the Pisco Sour, and it's a fantastic drink. But it intrigued me that I started looking around, and there really is not a whole lot of Pisco recipes. There's One, I mean, interestingly enough, so Pisco, you're probably like, what is this? What are you talking about? What are you rambling about? Because none of us know anything about it. So, what Pisco is Pisco is basically like brandy. It's made in Chile. It's made in Peru, and they fight a lot over who's his best. But it's distilled from grapes. I believe it's Muscat grapes. I don't have it in my notes. But so there's two different main types: the Peruvian and the Chilean. Peruvian, their rules is that they don't age it in wood. It's all done in the stills, and then then they go from there. But Chilean Pisco, which is what this is the Capel brand. Once again, I am neither endorsed nor subsidized by them. But I don't know if they're watching, but apparently one of my Facebook friends is the family that makes Pisco down somewhere. So hola to you guys. So where was I? Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like brandy. There's different types. The American ones, like I said, are not American, but the Chilean, they age theirs in wood barrels. American oak barrels are what they use for this particular brand, which imparts a little more character, almost like a cognac, I guess. So that's the difference between those. This is probably the most iconic one. People see this, and like I said, they want to buy it because they think, cool, tiki, But then where do you go from there? So, once again, you go with the Pisco Sour. There's also the Pisco Punch, which was very popular in San Francisco back in the 1800s. 1700s? How's that work? 1700s? 1800s? I never know how that is. It's back in 18 something. That'd be the 1900s? I don't know. You tell me. You guys have calendars. I don't. Anyway, a long time ago in San Francisco, apparently Pisco was one of the big things they imported, and they brought in there, and people chugged it down and had a good time. And the most popular Pisco drink at that time was called Pisco Punch. And Pisco Punch is basically you make a syrup out of gum arabic and pineapple, and then you add to that some simple syrup and some Pisco, some lime juice. Have a good time with it. Apparently, we may need to try this because apparently it was considered to be, it was like legendary in its strength. Like people would drink this stuff. They said that, and I've heard this with other things too, but they said that if you drink Pisco, you'll feel like a new man. And since if you drink, you have one drink and it's good, and you have two and you feel like a new man. And since you're a new man, you have two more. So that makes 4 men altogether. So you have to have another 8. And apparently that got people in trouble because, Another report about Pisco Punch, this is probably my favorite, is that they said that it's like a very sharp sword because it slices your head off and your body just continues to walk on. So hey, any drink that will do that, I say when you wake up, tell them Tiki King sent you. So, what's this all mean? What is this all about? What is this all for? Well, like I said, I was looking up. I thought, I could do the Pisco Sour. We already sort of did that in the episode of the Lucky Tucks because we were drinking those and we had them on the camera and all. And then I looked up like I said, then the Pisco Punch. I was intrigued. I thought, that could be good. That could be fun. There's trouble to be had. But one of the problems is pineapple gum syrup, which I don't have. Apparently I have to make it. Got to get gum Arabic gum. I don't know, gum something. You got to get some gum Arabic. You have to get gum Arabic and then mix that with boiling water and then let it sit and then. Is nothing happening at the moment?
I don't know.
Oh, well, we're gonna wait until we find out what goes on here. If it's still going, then we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
There's me.
There's you?
Yes.
Oh. You gotta flip the thing. Yeah. There you go. You just got to see the elusive producer Maggie. She's up there, I believe, enjoying
there,
a fine.
It's back.
Okay. So that was, if you saw that, producer Maggie, you got to see her up there enjoying her White Russian whilst she troubleshoots the issues that we have here on the show, which you never know what those are going to be. because since it's completely live, we can't fix nothing unless it breaks, because we don't know. We won't know what happens. So I don't know where I left off there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I decided to see what I could do using the Pisco as a base to try and invent myself a cocktail. So I did, and I was pleased with the result. So I'm going to share that with you tonight. It's also on my website for those of you who decided to click on the spoilers and shake along. I don't know how many people happen to have all the ingredients, because some of them are kind of weird. But let's get right to it, shall we? And I will introduce to you my very own Pisco cocktail, Moai Madness. Black Barrel Jameson, I'll tell you, good stuff. Let's put that aside, though. So what do we need for this? Well, we already know we're going to need some Pisco, but we're also going to need some tools, some implements of destruction. We need a shaker. We're going to need some ice. We're going to take your shaker, fill it halfway with ice. What's going on there? Oh, you're showing off your White Russian? I thought you were handing it to me going, fill this with more booze. Not enough booze in here. So we have a shaker half filled with ice. We're going to put in there 2 ounces of Pisco. There's one. And there's 2. 2 ounces of Pisco. Then we're going to need 1.5 ounces Canton ginger liqueur. We made something with this a while back. Canton ginger liqueur. It's French ginger liqueur, weighing in at 28% alcohol, which I don't know, what is that? Double? 66? 56? 66? I don't know. Anyway, it's got some proofs. So we're going to put 1.5 those in there. Canton ginger liqueur. Yes, the liqueur that tastes like ginger, kind of. Put that away. Then we're going to need 1/2 ounce of pineapple juice, which is this one. And then, moving right along, how about 1/2 ounce of falernum, baby? Why not? We're going to be using some of my very own house-made falernum. Turned out very nice. I don't know, for those of you who don't know what falernum is a syrup that is flavored with cloves and allspice and citrus and all kinds of fun stuff. It's and kind of almondy. Oh, it's wonderful. It smells like a tiki bar. It smells like when you go to when it's closed, but you're friends with the owner, so they let you stay in. Yes. 1/2 ounce of falernum. And there's different kinds of falernum that's out there that you can get. It's up to you. There's like here's some. I have a little bottle left of the Fee Brothers falernum, non-alcoholic variety, and then this one is actually alcoholic variety that I make myself. The alcohol helps preserve it, makes it last a little bit longer. And 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. What do you know about that? That's lime juice. No, that's lime juice. This is lemon juice. Doesn't matter. They're both. So we're gonna put 1/2 ounce of each of those. So if I don't know my lemons from my limes, it doesn't matter. That's the beauty of science. That makes no sense, but that's okay. 1/2 ounce of each of these citric juices. That in there. Those things and that stuff. All right, and then we're going to need dash of passion fruit syrup. About 1/4 ounce. Which is stuff you want to go pretty sparingly with because it's strong. It has a lot of flavor. Passion fruit is one of the things that little goes a long way. All right, passion fruit, and then a dash of orange bitters. Where do we have? There we go. I knew we had I got Angostura. I got the orange. A dash of that in there. Boom, boom. Get your hat on, man. Jeez. All right. And then we're gonna. Oh, that's dusty. Okay, I used one of these last time. So it's probably wasn't that one. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I washed it and put it away. There's such is the way. Such is the way. Can you grab me there's a hurricane glass up there? There was one that I did for my testing. See, I always think that I think I have everything. That's, imagine, where would I be without, where I'd be without producer Maggie? Off camera. Pretty much. That would be it. I'd be off camera. Yeah, ever since the remodeling started, there's dust in the tea. There's dust in the mugs. All right. Well, this is one I used earlier when I was doing my my experimenting. Alrighty. So put some ice in here because that's the way we roll, baby. That's how it works. All right. I'm gonna strain that into there. Okay, and then we're going to garnish it. Normally, my own recipe calls for garnishing with a sprig of mint. There we go. Mint fresh from my own mint plant. Grew some mint. Grew a big planter full of mint because I've been drinking so many Mai Tais. It was getting expensive. And there should be a pineapple chunk on here, but I don't have no pineapple chunks. So I blew it. I didn't blow chunks. Jesus. But I did not bring a straw. See, look at this. I'm like, the whole thing. That's all right. Oh, flipped again. Back on, but flipped.
I don't know. I have to flip it to make it go back.
Weird. I don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. Some sort of madness.
Oh, no.
You know why? It's Moai Madness. Because of the Moai Madness. That's right. I like it. It's good. It's pretty good. I think this will please someone's palate greatly.
I like it. I like it better than the other Pisco drink.
The Pisco Sour?
Yeah.
Well, this has so it's one of the things is that I was trying to think, I was like, okay, well, what, we made, so the cognac, we made the sidecar, well, I can say years ago on the show. We did the sidecar, which calls for, it's basically a cognac sour. And we weren't pleased with it. We may have used, in all fairness, we may have used the wrong kind of cognac. I'm not a cognac expert, so who knows? Maybe there's different kinds, just like there, different kinds of Pisco, maybe. Yeah, it's a. I think you did. Even though I only put a tiny bit of passion fruit, I know you can. There's the passion fruit is pretty forward on this, so. And there's the ginger, all the things sort of. They have their own little dance that goes on, and I'm pretty happy with it. I as far as working with something that most people, I mean, you would think if you look up rum cocktails, what are you gonna get? Millions, whiskey cocktails, brandy cocktails, gin cocktails. Everything. You look up Pisco, and you're pretty hard pressed to find something that's good, and not anymore. Not anymore. Now you can go to the Tiki King cocktail database, look up Moai Madness, and there it'll be. A new Pisco cocktail for all to enjoy. Except that you get some pineapple, because otherwise, what do you got? Olives? No. Some people said they're like, why do you garnish your tropical drinks with olives? That's so weird. These are not olives. These are in fact Luxardo maraschino cherries that are about the best maraschino cherries on the market. They're like a dessert in their own right. And go to Trader Sam. Producer Meg's like, yes. They're like, it's like candy. But they're not cheap. So if you go to a place that serves them, be sure to eat them because good stuff. I've known a few people who were like, "Oh, maraschino cherries are gross," but then they tried the Luxardos, whole different ball game, different thing. So I don't know how many of you tuned into the Wicked Tinkers live stream, but we had ourselves a good time drinking the drinks and talking about the stuff and playing a little music, and we had a clip from the upcoming extravaganza. Those of you who are interested in the Wicked Tinkers scene, the Scottish scene, the whole festival deal, there's a big virtual Scottish festival coming up this weekend. Since all of our festivals are canceled, they can't do it because of the COVID. Yeah, but Salt Lake City Scottish Association is the Utah Scottish Association is doing a virtual Scottish festival, and there's going to be lots of fun music and stuff for all to enjoy. I don't know, and it'll be going on most of the day with different things happening at different times. And there's going to be, you can go to the website and you can peruse the vendors.
You guys will be on at 6 p.m. Saturday.
Okay.
Pacific time.
We will be on, the Wicked Tinkers will be on at 6 p.m. Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. And we actually filmed a short little concert. We went to the abandoned zoo at Griffith Park, which was a lot of fun. And cavorted with the ghosts of the bears and the lions. And did ourselves a little concert. And we're going to be airing that. And we're going to, I believe, be live streaming with us our drunken foolishness and banter and whatnot before and or after and possibly in between songs. So, tune in. It'll be a hoot. Tune in before that.
Utah version of drunken.
Yeah, it'll be the Utah version of stuff. Family friendly, as they say. So yeah, tune into that. We're gonna have a good time with that. I hope. Well, no, I hope that you have a good time. I know I will. So, yeah. So that's going on. Other than that, boy, I'll tell you, it's the tiki scene, the Scottish scene, all the different. Everybody's all closed down. It's bumming me out. But luckily, Tuesday night, every Tuesday, here we are, and every sporadic Saturday nights we do the Wicked Tinkers. We call it the Hotel Hang, which is just us hanging out and talking about nonsense and sometimes playing some songs. But it's not. Don't tune in thinking that it's going to be a Wicked Tinkers concert, because this is what happens after the concert when we go start drinking beer in our hotel room. So if you see that, if you're a Wicked Tinkers fan and you see that we're about to live stream on a random weekend, that's what it'll be. So, and other than that, there's just been doing a lot of art myself. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about art. I don't know if he likes it, but I've been thinking about doing a ukulele concert, because I haven't done one in a long time. Just me and possibly producer Maggie on the various instruments, playing some of my songs. Maybe we'll do a little half-hour thing and get my rusty ukulele joints moving, and see what happens with that. If you're interested in such a thing, just keep an eye on the Facebook, because I'm sure I'll mention it. I'll say, hey, I'm gonna do this thing, and you should tune into it. Tune in and turn on and drop out. So that's butts. Those are butts. That's all I have. That's what's been going on with yours truly. Other than making a lot of art and doing a lot of exploring and driving off to points unknown into the desert to seek solace and inspiration and enlightenment. We found all sorts of those things. One of them at the Clown Motel. So you never know what's going to happen. Alrighty, Boozeketeers. My drink's done. And I didn't bring enough stuff to make another one. So I'm going to say adieu